Happy Monday to you. Welcome to Mornings with Luann and Tim. So good to see you.
Are we being seen? I hope so.
Are we seeing you? Hi.
Hi, Lou.
Hi.
It's Monday, August the 19th.
Yes, apparently it is.
Oh, that's a cup of tea.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's tea there.
There's tea there. And there's Luann and Tim here.
Somewhere.
Let me tell you about the tea
Oh,
video.
we're on the screen apparently. I'm hearing in my ear.
Oh,
We're
we
on
are.
the
Oh, there we are. Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi. How are
I had no
you?
idea whether we were being seen or not.
Well, and heaven forbid we would not be seen.
We look good.
Oh,
damn it.
my. You need to see this. Thank you to KC Security for
KC
sponsoring
Security.
the show for us this morning. Appreciate that. How was what?
How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Oh my gosh, I drove for 7 hours.
Like Celine Dion.
I drove for 7 hours on Friday after work, and I drove for 7 hours yesterday. Then came home and did all your get ready for work week stuff, like making smoothies and cleaning the house and all that stuff. Beautiful, beautiful weekend though. I had the best
good
time.
weather?
We did. Very hot.
You got away from the rain.
Yes, we did, and it sort of spit on us a little bit just as we were pulling into Sault Ste. Marie.
I did that to you a lot. Sort of spit on you.
How was your weekend? You went away too.
I went to see Bowser in Sudbury, and I got to go on set for Letterkenny because he was working when I got there. So I don't know. I guess I'm a bit of a star thingamahooey. I like celebrities.
You're a geek.
I get all like around. Well, anyway, so I got on set, and it was so nice because they're all sitting there at the. If you ever watch Letterkenny?
No. I will though.
Okay, so they're all sitting at this spot, which is like the vegetable stand where they all like sort of hang out and they sell from the stuff on the farm. So it's a kind of a famous set.
Okay.
And they're all sitting there on set, and Jared Kiso, who's like the lead and the producer and the creator of Letterkenny, is sitting there, and he's got his boots off and he's got his bare feet up there, and I'm like, oh, they're doing the shot. Okay, yeah, he's doing the thing with his bare, because once in a while he'd kick off his boots.
Oh yeah. For
I don't know. Anyway, so. In between shots, he like got up and he came over and he was like, "Hi," he gave me a hug.
Oh my word!
And then K. Trevor Wilson came over and he gave me a hug.
Look at you!
And then Nate was like in his chair, he was like, "Hey." And then all the crew was like, "Nice to see you again." It was so nice.
Oh, that's lovely.
Went for dinner, went out for shopping, had dinner with friends. It was really
terrific.
Really cool. Great weekend.
Isn't summer traveling road trips awesome? Fun. I just love them.
And I missed the rain too. I don't know where. I think it rained here while I was gone. I'm not sure. But anyway,
I don't know either.
Sudbury was lovely, and then I left Sudbury when it was going to rain, and I came back to the Soos and it was sunny. So there you go.
It's your personality.
It's National Potato Day.
Speaking of,
how do you like your potatoes, Lou?
I don't like mashed potatoes. You know why?
Texture.
There's lumps in there. Who? What? How come? Really?
I knew it would.
We need to reinvent that. Like, somebody needs to just figure out how to make smooth mashed potatoes.
They can.
You can whip them, so why would you not whip them? Why would you just do that and then have chunks of, like, everything is nice and creamy, and then you got a chunk that's usually about that big, and it's hard.
It's not hard.
It's hard. My mom's were hard.
Okay.
And you know what? You can put as much gravy on there as you want. It's still hard.
I don't mind mashed. I like we call them smashed potatoes because we don't even like whip them. We just smush, 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 and leave them all like that in butter and. Anyway, happy National Potato Day.
French fries, love French fries. I had stopped eating French fries for years and years and years, and now I have allowed myself to eat fries once in a while.
Do you do the air fryer? Do you have one of those air fryers?
No, we go to a special place.
A special place.
Special place for fries.
Remember the special place I told you about? It's at Garden River.
Yes.
Garden River? No. What's the other one?
Rankin.
Isn't it Rankin? Rankin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Rankin. And there's a chip stand there. Or maybe it's Rankin, yeah.
Yeah, it's Rankin.
It's got a chip stand there. Huddy's. Good for you.
Yes. Wayne Hudson.
That's correct, ma'am.
Apparently his fries are awesome.
Excellent. I use the air fryer. Works nicely.
Oh, do you?
Not for frozen. I don't like the frozen in the air fryer, no. I like the fresh. And also, but if you're going to make potatoes, since it's potato day, I soak my fries in water first.
Oh,
the raw. to get the start. Good for you. See, you know this.
Yes.
Because I learned that. That's why places like, New York Fries and those kinds of places, they keep their potatoes in big buckets of water and then they take them out and dry them off because it gets all the starch off.
Yes. And they don't turn brown.
I use the air fryer. It's also Aviation Day. I don't think this is correct. Well, I don't think it's proper. They named it 1871, Orville Wright was born. Okay. So they call this Aviation Day because it's Orville Wright's birthday. What about Wilbur?
Poor Wilbur.
Wilbur,
you know what? His whole life, he was
in the
dissed
shadow of
because
Orville.
of his brother. Shame, shame.
Also because his name was Wilbur.
Sounds like a pig name.
So on Aviation Day, I would like to give a shout out to Terry Boss and all the folks out at the Sault Ste. Marie Airport Development Corporation. As you reported on the news about 2 weeks ago, this July, they set passenger level records for the month of July. 18,800 people passed through the Sault Ste. Marie Airport.
Isn't that awesome?
That's up 2.1%.
Yes, see, that's huge.
And that's indicative of what's going on in Sault Ste. Marie. People are coming to Sault Ste. Indicative.
Indicative.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, you said you have something on Prince Andrew?
Prince Andrew.
I don't know this yet.
My word. Okay, so Epstein,
yes.
Charged and committed suicide. Most
Child
recently, sex with a minor, sex offenders registry. Prince Andrew was photographed going into Epstein's home back in 2010.
Okay.
So one might say, well, that was before all this hit. But he had already been charged with sex with a minor and sex offenders registry. He was pictured going for a walk on the beach with Epstein. And now Prince Andrew is saying that he is appalled by Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes.
Okay.
He visited his home, though.
There's a lot of people. Not every single person who hung out with Jeffrey Epstein is necessarily a sex offender with children.
No.
But I mean, it sounds like that's kind of the direction that anybody who was in his company is now being accused.
Well, especially because it was public at that time. He had been charged. He was on the sex offenders registry. That's huge. That's a lifelong thing.
Everybody should have just stopped hanging out with him?
So why is Prince Andrew? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with a
sex offender. A pig?
Right?
Well,
Prince Andrew, what are you thinking?
The only reason she sits beside me is because
they pay me so much money to sit beside him.
Anyway, I just Donald Trump also Epstein.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Tons of people. Tons.
Somebody spray painted a swastika on Donald Trump's Hollywood Star of Fame. Yes, a swastika on his Hollywood Star of Fame.
I'm so biting my lip.
There is no telling whether or not it was in support or opposition.
Yeah, right. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. No telling whether it was support or opposition. Well.
Oh, Trump. Gosh. And it's hard not to compare him to that person. So I wish I could say I feel bad for the current occupant of the White House in the U.S., but I don't.
Did you see the video of them coming home yesterday? They got off the plane from New Jersey back in the White House.
Yeah.
He got off the plane. He walked with whoever from the military to the helicopter. And way behind them, coming off the plane, Melania and Barron, who's now like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he just kind of had a growth spurt.
Well, everybody's saying, well, that's pretty funny. Look at Barron. Donald says he's 6'3". Barron must be 6'5".
Yes, because he's tall.
He's taller than Donald.
Yeah.
But Donald claims he's 6'3". Anyway, he walked way ahead of his wife and child. Like he doesn't even care about them.
Well, you know what? I hope she's getting paid for staying with him. I do. Because honest to goodness, what other reason
if they have a prenup, she's stupid.
Right?
If she's not getting something for all of this.
The way he talks about women, the affairs he's allegedly had, the alleged job that he's doing in the White House, all of that, why are you still there?
Okay, let's quickly show, since Michael showed the cup of tea video and it got me all confused, let's show the cup of tea video.
Okay, what's the cup of tea video
Okay,
about?
Watch how this man makes, Michael, pull the video up. Watch how this man makes a cup of tea. People are appalled. He puts his sugar in first.
Right.
Then he pours the hot water over the sugar. Then, after he pours the hot water in, he adds the milk.
Yeah.
And then after all of that, he adds the tea bag.
Really?
And then he puts the tea bag in for a total of like maybe 2 seconds. He stirs it. and then he look at he adds the milk then, and then he stirs it and he drinks it.
That's horrid.
My grandmother is rolling over in her grave.
Look at that, eh?
Look at.
Oh, stirring,
and then only for that, and then he drinks it. No,
that's like dishwater.
Do you make tea?
No, I'm not a tea drinker.
Okay, so because my grandmother taught us, the first thing you have to do is heat up the teapot, or the teacup with the hot water. Swish it, swish it, swish it. Then you pour the water in first and drop the bag in because you don't want to bruise the tea.
Oh, you hate bruised tea,
and you don't stir it. Let it steep. My grandmother would say, "Is the tea stupid yet?"
Is the stooped tea?
And then don't add milk to tea. That's a terrible thing to do to tea.
That's why I don't like tea, because I can't add milk to it.
All right. Well, I hope you've all learned.
I have to have 14 pounds of sugar, so I don't
terrible tea video. On the show today, I have Megan Murata. She's here because it's the business pitch competition. They're announcing their 5 finalists today. And 2 years ago, the winner was my friend Sarah Huxton, and she opened Scott Coffee Company, and she's here to talk about how the business pitch competition helped her. Then Soos Got Talent is back. A talent competition in support of Canadian Cancer Society.
So they're going to bring some talent to the show for a change.
And they'll be on the show today as well. I believe it will be Mario Nacarado and Barbara Ranjevich if they both show up. And you have the news.
I have the news as usual.
What a busy Monday. And it's going to be sunny and like 26 in Sault Ste. Marie. We'll see you after this break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. I'm just being a forgetful host. Megan Murata. I interviewed you already?
Yes, for the Cannabis at the Workplace event.
Right. This is Megan Murata. Megan is from the Millwork Center for Entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Yeah, but what's your title there?
I'm the Small Business Program Coordinator.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this is a small business owner. This is Sarah Huxton. 2 years ago, you won the business pitch competition.
Yes, I did. It was so fun. Scott Coffee Co. wouldn't be here without it, for sure.
Scott Coffee Co. is everywhere now. You're everywhere.
Well, that's the point. I mean, that's the idea. We hope. I know it's really catching on. It's so exciting. Thanks, everyone.
Why'd you call it Scott?
Scott is my cat's name. It's a little deeper than that, okay? We found out that like a Mr. and Mrs. Scott used to own our home on North Street. Then when we went to go pick up the espresso machine, it was beside like Scott Industries in Toronto.
Okay.
So it was just
Scott was like
serendipitous. We had to do it. Yeah.
You live near me.
I do.
I know. And
why am I not coming over for a swim in your beautiful pool?
And we've known each other since you were little.
Yes,
What show did you do?
97.
What show
Cinderella was my first show, and then Music Man, and a lot of shows after that. Yeah.
But now you're too busy. I don't see you on stage anymore.
I know. Someday.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Come back
we
to
hope
us.
So.
Sorry, Megan, we're reminiscing.
It's all good. It's okay.
So the business pitch competition, how old is it?
We've been doing it for about 3 years now.
3 years?
Yep.
Okay. How did it get started in this? Were you around back then?
I've always been in the Sioux, not for the pitch competition. We've
Okay.
had our annual Bridges to Better Business event for quite a few years. And then we just recently decided to kind of amp it up with the pitch competition.
Okay. So how does it work? Who adjudicates all this stuff? Okay, first of all, let's go back to how many applicants did you have this year?
We had over 20 applicants this year.
Wow, has that gone up?
Yes, every year it just keeps going up and up. It's great.
Wow, see,
Yeah.
Sarah, your success has encouraged others.
Oh, that's nice.
Over 20, and how many finalists?
We have top 5, and then we go to top 2 that go to our event
Wow. And top 5 is being announced
this afternoon.
later today, so we can watch our news feeds to see who the top 5
Exactly,
are.
yep.
Very exciting. What was it like for you when you found out you were top 5?
It was really exciting. Like, honestly, a friend of mine encouraged me to do it, and Scott's was still kind of just like a plan in a notebook somewhere.
Right.
And this really gave me the push to actually start taking the proper steps towards making it a reality.
What did you have to do to enter, to place an entry?
So there was an application that was kind of like a very kind of just a little bit of a business plan, just the key points, I guess. And then once you were accepted into top 5, that's when they wanted to see your nice, big, thick business plan,
Right.
as well as a video.
Was there a pretty short time frame between applying, entering the contest, and then having to get the big business plan? Or
I want to say maybe there was like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's pretty tight.
It was,
to get all that stuff together.
But everyone at the Center for Entrepreneurship really helped me get that business plan together. So they helped from the beginning. Yeah, it's
right
awesome.
from the get-go.
Yeah, so if you need help with your business plan or creating the video, we help them with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a cost to enter?
No.
Really?
Really?
Free.
So who adjudicates from the 20 entries down to the 5?
We have a committee
Okay.
of people that are usually the main sponsors of the event, and we all go through it together, them and as well as the staff from the Millworks.
You're still finalizing this year's sponsors.
We are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you actually actively looking for sponsors as well,
Always. We will never turn away a sponsor.
Really? So if you are a local business and you want to encourage and help a new young entrepreneur like Sarah was 2 years ago, because she's not yet new or young anymore now, she's
I wasn't young at that time either, but
that would be a great way to help out, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, so what other sorts of resources does the Center for Entrepreneurship provide?
So we help people who want to start a business. We also have incubation services, so people who are just starting up that are looking to kind of get their business going but don't want to have to pay rent somewhere. We kind of offer incubation services where we help them grow as a business as well as offer them a small office space.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did you take advantage of that?
well, part of my prize was that I won a year in the co-working space. So I had a desk there, and I could use their print services. And I think I called a few times to figure out how do you double side this printer machine. But no, that was a very valuable part of the prize too. So
You're still located. Where are you still located in the
machine shop?
In the machine shop, you are. Whereabouts? Which door is
So
it?
it's right to the right of the Mill Steakhouse.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the entrance there off that sidewalk.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't been in.
No, that's okay. People always come to us kind of looking for other things too. So
Oh, right, okay. So now, how long before we get down to the 2? What does the 5 have to do what Sarah did? A more of a bigger business plan, right?
Right, and then so the top 2 get determined based on the committee meets again for their business plan, and then the public gets to vote on their videos.
You won because the public?
well, partly because of the public, and I do have a lot of friends and family. So
Yes.
and it was the first
Gee,
year there
the
weren't as many applicants.
Huxon, the name rings a bell.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's a
but-
whole corner named after your family.
Yes, there is, and that's where our business is located.
Come
So-
off it. Where?
Yeah, because the Huxon
You're in
Corner
Huxon Corners?
is right kitty corner to Arby's, right?
Yeah.
So that whole plaza, like the old Kmart, old Zellers Plaza.
Where Metro is now. And
Great grandparents had an apple orchard there, so it's kind of neat to be back in business in the same soil, I suppose.
I
Things have
love
changed.
that.
Yeah,
it was
it's
your
cool.
great grandparents. I always wondered why it was. I've never asked. Now I know.
Yeah,
Huxon's
something
Corners.
about they asked if they wanted a street or just a corner, and they
That's it. Give us a
settled-
plaque.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a-
it's neat. It's just a good vibe all around. So.
How many different kinds of coffee do you offer now, Scott?
Well, we can pretty much do anything that your coffee heart desires.
Yeah.
I mean, we have St. Joe's Island Maple Magic. That's our flavor. It's really good. We can do espressos, cappuccinos, frozen blended delights,
Really?
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Frozen blended delights.
You have to come in and try one.
I'm good at. As you can see, I do love coffee. I have my own personalized mug.
Exactly. And if you bring that in, we will fill that up for you. Environmentally conscious too, so no problem.
Bring your own mug?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's excellent. Okay, so what kinds of business proposals do you... Oh, you can't tell me yet.
Can't tell you yet.
But can you tell me an idea of some of the kinds of businesses you've had out of the 20, like not being specific, just sort of general?
We had a huge variety this year.
Yeah.
Last year we had the coffee roaster that won, and the year before, obviously, Sarah was a cafe. So we were kind of... This year, I will give a little bit of that there's nothing super coffee based this year.
Like, that's enough with the coffee now.
You can't go wrong with coffee though, but
no, it goes to show there's a culture for it.
There's certainly.
Oh,
absolutely.
Continuing to grow.
Yeah, so it was nice to see kind of a variety in that sense.
Right.
This year.
Okay, so when does this all happen? And you said the public is totally invited to go to...
Every year, yep. So at the actual live event where the top two pitch their idea, they're pitching to a panel of judges, as well as they're pitching to everyone in attendance of the event. So everyone who attends gets to vote.
Where is it and when?
It's going to be on October 24th this year. We haven't finalized the location yet though.
You're going to come back and tell me when?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you'll come back in October and let us know when the event is and where it is.
Yep.
Oh, October 24th, you know. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there's a first place and a second place. Is that her? So there's so the runner-up.
Exactly.
Do they get benefits as well?
Always. Yep.
Do you know like what kinds of things, the same sort of services you offer, but not the year? Do you still give the year
to the winner? The winner will get the year, and then we'll probably do about 6 months for the runner.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
So it's win-win. You don't really
exactly. And either way, it's
and all of those businesses, all those young entrepreneurs are getting that experience.
Exactly.
Exposure.
Learning how to write a business plan, the exposure, exactly.
And then they'll have their business plan written. So if they want to go pitch it to banks or anyone, it's already done.
And also, not only that, networking.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right. That's huge.
Yeah, we met a lot of great people at the event for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're all gonna go to visit Sarah
at
Scott Coffee Company at Huxton Corners.
Yes.
And we're all going to watch Megan Murata and her team down at the Millwork Center for Entrepreneurship help out these 5 young people who are getting on the... I guess they don't have to be young people either. Entrepreneurs could be my age. Can't imagine.
Still pretty young.
Okay, now you can come to the pool.
Okay, that's what I was going
You
for.
said the magic words. She called me young. Okay. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations again. So nice to see you.
You too.
And we'll be back with more Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim right after this.
At 4:45, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5, and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at 4:45, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Pink is in trouble again. Well, not Pink, but her husband. She keeps getting slammed for parenting.
She gets mother slammed and shamed unbelievably.
Most recently, I guess it was that her kids were running around the Holocaust Museum, and so she got slammed for having her kids running around the Holocaust Memorial, and she basically kind of said, that's it, I'm not posting any more stuff. Well, her husband posted. His name is Carey Hart. Carey posted an Instagram video of his 2-year-old son Jameson with him in a speedboat, and the kid's rocking out to some heavy metal music. He's like, oh, this kid loves Pantera, right? Yeah. And the problem was, in the boat, neither of them especially the 2-year-old, no personal flotation devices, no life jackets to be seen anywhere while the boat was driving along. And so people were saying, hey, 2-year-old kid. People were saying in defense, the child's in his father's arms. What can go wrong? Is Carrie going to throw him overboard? Listen, you know what?
You'd never know.
You never know. It's not necessarily about what you're doing, but what other boaters are doing.
That's why they're called accidents.
So
you
anyway,
don't plan on them.
don't put your 2-year-old in a boat without a personal flotation device. That's just ridiculous.
Just saying.
And like, though he's in the father's arms. So what if the father bangs his head? And
You hit a big rock, and you're going.
He didn't like that he was being dad shamed, so he tweeted, "Move the F on."
Okay.
And Pink then came back with a picture of her kids running through a sprinkler and saying, okay, look, my kids are running through a sprinkler and they're getting wet. Oh, and it's slippery. They might fall and break a leg. Oh, and what a waste of water. Oh, are they wearing sunscreen? Oh, my goodness. She's like,
is it unfiltered water?
Is it unfiltered water? No helmets? Oh.
No helmets.
Yeah, she's like, this is really dangerous for my children. They might be scarred for life.
Yeah, you know what? People need to just.
Well,
I mean, if you see
putting
something
stuff on video,
then that's the thing. Because she said on Ellen that she was going to just stop it because she was just fed up.
Also, whatever happened to the whole thing about celebrities saying, I don't want you to know what my child would look like because of abductions and
right,
stuff. Right,
yeah.
That was a big thing
yeah,
back in the day.
that was. And lots of them still do that.
You want to talk about bad parenting? There's a Houston father. Houston, Texas. He let his 12-year-old daughter practice driving in the parking lot of their apartment building. An SUV, I think it was a Ford Explorer.
She's 12?
12. She hit the accelerator when she was backing out of the parking space and she killed a man and his dog.
No.
She killed a 47-year-old man and his dog by hitting the accelerator, 12-year-old behind the wheel, father in the car with her.
Oh.
He's been charged with criminally negligent homicide and endangerment of a child. Now, I have a question. Is that a mugshot? Why does he not look more remorseful?
He looks like he's smirking, doesn't he?
I see that so many times in these mugshots that people's like, Like,
and they did a sobriety test on the 12-year-old. Because, I'm thinking, the police are probably thinking, okay, this dad's goofy enough to let the kid drive.
Maybe he let her drink.
So these poor people.
Did you ever get behind a wheel and having a problem when you were a kid?
Having a problem?
Like I was pretending to drive once in a car in our driveway at Point Louise, and I put the car into neutral and I rolled right down the driveway. Ooh. And Ross McLeod had to come over and catch me and stop the car from rolling.
Way.
That's nothing. My cousin Paul Davey did that, rolled right across the street into the neighbor's yard, and I think he hit a tree on Queen Street. Imagine, they lived on Queen Street. He crossed the street in the car like a little.
Thank goodness.
Lock your car doors, people.
Keep your kids in the house.
Well, now you can't put it in neutral anymore unless the keys are in, can you?
Yeah, something like that. That's smart though, right? No, I never did anything like that. I was too scared.
You were a good child.
No, I was afraid. I was a geek and I was scared of everything. I was.
Are you scared to give us the news?
No, I'm not scared about that.
Okay,
I can do that. So I'll do that for you right after this. Stay tuned.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
A traditional wedding involves the bride being walked down the aisle by her father. For Sarah Turner, that wasn't the case. The local, who now resides in Calgary with her now husband Kevin Lanny and their twin boys, arrived at her wedding at the Bush Plane Museum on Saturday afternoon in an interesting fashion on a beaver float plane flown by her father, who's a pilot. ONNtv was there and caught up with Turner before the ceremony.
So my dad, Earl Turner, has been an aviation professor at Sioux College for can't even tell you how many years, since before I was born. Dad's been an aviation professor at the college, and he retired this year, and so the Bush Plane seemed like a really great venue, and I couldn't think of any better way than to come in on a float plane with my dad. What better way for a pilot to bring his daughter to her wedding day?
Challenges we may encounter together. I promise to let you see some of the emotion that I had from the rest.
Over 200 motorcycle enthusiasts revved their engines at Reggie's West on Saturday morning for the 5th annual Ride for Arch, raising $15,000 for the local hospice. This year's event featured vendors such as Skin Deep Tattoos, who were doing dragonfly tattoos for the cost of $50. The dragonfly, by the way, is the symbol of Arch. Doghouse Custom Paint, who was doing airbrush tattoos, as well as prizes, giveaways, and music from local bands. ONNtv was there and went along for the ride.
We are celebrating our 5th annual special edition Ride for Arch, and we are going to go on a bike rally for about an hour and a half, and when we come back we have outdoor festivities all day all night. Our first year we had no fundraising experience, and now we are pros. Everybody in Sault Ste. Marie is touched by the Arch, or a family member or somebody they know has passed away, so we wanted to honor their memories, and we wanted to just show respect, and it is for a great cause. Bike route is Wallace Terrace to Gooley, to 4th Line to the Arch Loop, where the nurses, PSWs, will bring some of the patients and out to wave to us or stand by the window. And then we go out to Great Northern Road, 2nd Line, Black Road, Trunk Road, stop at the Husky for 5 to gas up. We take Garden River to honor Tyrone Soulier, who had passed away at the Arch, which was Alex's original bass player. And we take the double highway back, following Wellington East, Wellington West, down to Core Road, and then the festivities start. My grandmother passed away at the Arch. Alex's bass player, and one of Alex's childhood friends, best friend, is in there right now.
Well, I'm part of the committee, and I take care of the lovely stage back there. We got all kinds of bands today. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. My wife and I just got on board on the committee this year, but I've always ran the stage pretty much since day one. This is a great event. Are you kidding me? This is for people at their end of life, to give them comfort, and it's people like us that actually keep that place running. So it's really, really important. I mean, let's face it.
Ontario will move ahead with its controversial municipal funding cuts for public health and childcare next year. Premier Doug Ford is expected to make the announcement later today at a gathering of municipal leaders in Ottawa. His office says Ford will announce that the funding changes will go ahead on January 1st, 2020. The Progressive Conservative government tried to force retroactive funding cuts this year, but had to cancel them after municipal leaders complained their annual budgets had already passed. The new plan will see all municipalities, including Toronto, pay 30% of the public health care costs. Under the initial plan, Toronto would be on the hook for 50% of the cost. Starting on January 1st, municipalities will also have to pay 20% of the cost of creating new childcare spaces, which the province previously fully funded. Ford is also expected to announce changes to land ambulance funding at the Ottawa gathering. The Tory government has said the funding cuts are necessary in order to tackle the province's $11.7 billion deficit. Chinese officials accused Foreign Affairs Minister Chrystia Freeland of meddling in China's internal affairs yesterday after her weekend statement condemning violence in Hong Kong in the wake of escalating tensions between pro-democracy protesters and police. Freeland made the remarks in a joint statement issued on Saturday with her counterpart in the European Union, Federica Mogherini, urging restraint amid a rising number of unacceptable violent incidents. In a joint statement, the pair said that it is crucial that restraint be exercised, violence rejected, and urgent steps taken to de-escalate the situation. That statement prompted the spokesperson for the Chinese embassy in Canada to fire back, calling for Freeland to immediately stop meddling in Hong Kong affairs and China's internal affairs. They noted that the one country, two systems principle, the framework the city has operated under since the former British colony was passed to China in 1997, is a national policy, not international law, and suggested it wasn't Freeland's place to comment. The embassy also defended the actions of Hong Kong police, saying the protests deteriorated and evolved into extreme violence. A national not-for-profit land trust says it has expanded a conservation area on a Lake Huron island that has large forests and a long stretch of undeveloped shoreline. The Nature Conservancy of Canada says the portion of land it now protects on Coburn Island, west of Manitoulin Island, is 107 square kilometers, twice the size of Bermuda. It says the island has one of the largest hardwood forest ecosystems in southern Ontario and is a vital breeding area and stopover site for migratory songbirds and waterfowl. The NCC says the island is also home to many mammals and has rivers and creeks that support several species. The organization had already protected more than 60% of the island and launched a campaign back in March to expand the conservation area. It plans to conduct biological surveys to learn more about the island and look at removing invasive species in the area.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Love. I I do. I was at a wedding this weekend for a friend, and I just love it so much.
You love love.
I love love. And speaking of weddings, The Rock got married.
Dwayne Johnson?
He did. Gosh, he's cute.
How did I not know that he was even like that? I didn't know that was.
Oh, he has 2 daughters.
Oh, who's that?
Right, that's his girlfriend. Her name is Lauren Hashian, and they got married yesterday in Hawaii.
Is that their child?
They have a 3-year-old daughter, Jasmine, and Tiana is 16 months old, and they got married.
I wonder why they got married.
I don't know.
I always wonder that when you've already got a 3-year-old and a 16-month-old, and you've been together all those years, why?
Why not? Maybe they want the kids to have married parents.
They don't want them to be little bastards.
Right.
That's not a bad word, Barbara. That's a real word.
No, I know,
My next guests are standing by, and she gasped when I said little bastards.
But it's the internet. It's all good.
That's what you call a child born out of wedlock. It's a bastard child, right?
Yes.
But not anymore so much. They were probably caught. Well, I mean, they don't use that term so much for children born out of wedlock because everybody's born out of wedlock nowadays. Nobody gets married anymore.
What's a girl called?
Bastardess. A bastardette.
Bastardette.
Bastardina. I don't know.
Bastaroni. Neil Young. Holy cow. Just when you thought he was done. No.
Was he done?
No.
Look at him. He looks awful.
Doesn't he? Ew.
Barbara Ranovich went to school with Neil Young.
Yes. And she said he was such a cute little boy.
Well, look what happened.
Yeah. He has a new album coming out.
No kidding?
Yeah, this fall. The album is coming out in October. The single is coming out later on this month. And the album is called Colorado, but he has not issued an album since 2017. So just when you thought he was not going to do more, he's doing more.
Colorado. Why did you call it Colorado? You're Canadian.
Right?
Neil Young?
You know what? That was one of the first things I said myself this morning, making these notes. I said, hey, Lou.
Why do you call it Colorado?
Why is he calling it Colorado? And then I said, I don't know, Lou. Why is he calling it
and then I showed up, and then she had someone to talk to.
Yes. Besides all those people in my head, Hugh Jackman, I love him.
Yes.
Love Hugh Jackman. He can do anything.
I didn't know you said Hugh. I thought you said huge Ackman.
No.
What's a huge Ackman?
Hugh Jackman. He talks about how it's kind of funny because he was the Wolverine, right? With the little Kamasavas coming out of his and so he was hugely popular and still is because of that. Ooh. He's been on Broadway. He did The
Greatest Showman.
And he did The Greatest Showman, and he also did another classic.
Okay.
Well, he said the problem with The Greatest Showman is that he can't go and watch his daughter at dance class anymore, because he said, when I was Wolverine, nobody cared. They weren't playing music from the Wolverine, and I could go and sit, and nobody cared that I was there. But now, The Greatest Showman, the kids are all learning to dance to the songs that were in The Greatest Showman. Right. So now he goes there and he's got to sign autographs, and so it takes away.
He's a famous musical theater star.
Right.
He was a famous musical theater star before that, but the movies exposed.
Yeah.
That.
So his daughter, he says, jokingly kind of, that I can't go to her dance class
anymore. He was doing something. He was really in training for a show he was doing. I think it was a one-man show that he was starring in, and he was like intent. Was he going to Vegas? I'm not sure. Intensely and learning how to tap like crazy.
Yes.
At his age, learning how to tap and mastering it. So
he does it all.
It is a live show, because I remember when I announced that Olivia Newton-John has stage 4 cancer, there was a thing about Hugh Jackman giving a shout out to Olivia Newton-John, his fellow Aussie, and saying how he was with her and loved her and supported her and what an inspiration she was. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Chrissy Teigen, just before we go, huge fat lip. Supermodel. She went to Utah for a friend's wedding
and got injections.
And you know when it's really high, the altitude sickness made her bottom lip swell out. Honest to goodness, it looks like it's gonna split.
Really?
So she actually had canned oxygen that she was inhaling because she was trying to get her lip down.
Do that to you?
And she looked goofy. She really did. But she's Chrissy Teigen, so who cares?
Who cares?
Right?
I would just say, bad injection.
Yeah. That's what it looked like, and it was kind of all crooked. Yeah, so she was looking like that, and it was fat though.
She was all John Chrétien.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, so listen, the Soos Got Talent is back. I made a boo-boo. I said Canadian Cancer Society. That was last year. This year it's in support of Arch. And coming up, I have the two of the co-organizers of the Soos Got Talent. So we'll be back with that interview coming up right after this on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatzoo.ca.
My name is Clement. I am 17. I do have a little brother. He is 5 years younger than me, and despite the fact that we're both blind, we're just normal kids. Sibling rivalries and fights and arguments. Sometimes we play games together, yeah. I find most people tend to have this perception of blindness as a huge physical handicap.
Incoming!
Which it isn't.
CNIB, Seeing Beyond Vision Loss.
I love women. I love older women. Professional women. Stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
Barbara says I can go anytime to sit on her beach. Thank you. This is my friend Barbara Ranyevich and my other friend Mario Nacarado, both from community theater, also bands Firefly.
No, Coverfly.
Sorry, Firefly. Coverfly.
And Encore.
And Encore. Yeah. And Barbara, director, producer, performer, actor. Oh yes, film, television, singer. Yeah. She does it all. And producers of Soos Got Talent. It's back again. There, look at the posters up on this. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Yes. Beautiful?
Who did the poster for you?
I did.
Mario, nice work.
Behind the poster.
Yes.
So, a couple new developments this year. First of all, this is in support of
Arch.
Yeah, last year was for the Canadian Cancer Society.
Yes.
This year you two have chosen Arch as the charity of choice.
Absolutely, because they do such good work. People feel very comfortable going there. They provide such places for people to feel wonderful about things that are going on with their loved ones.
Absolutely.
So we are supporting Arch as our fundraiser recipient this year.
Good for you. The other thing that's new this year is where you're having your auditions. This is very cool.
Wacky Wings on Great Northern Road.
I love this. Yes. You're going to be in the ballroom downstairs and the event room downstairs.
Yes.
Yes. Wacky Wings.
Yes.
And you're having how many dates of auditions?
4 dates of auditions.
Wow, lots of
First one being this Friday.
Oh, coming up so soon, August 23rd.
Yes. And then the following Saturday.
Okay, Saturday the 24th.
Yes. And then for Labor Day weekend, we're off.
Nothing on Labor Day weekend because we're all busy having a good time.
Yeah. And then September 6th and 7th.
Friday the 6th, Saturday the 7th, also Wacky Wings, Great Northern Road. On the Friday, it's in the evening.
6 to 10.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're sitting down there for 4 hours having a party.
Yes.
So people that's lots of time. Get off work, come on by. If you work late, you can still show up and audition.
Of course,
The Saturday, it's a little earlier.
4 to 10.
Whoa, my goodness, you guys are really putting the hours in for this. And then the same thing the following Friday, the 6th and 7th of September, 6 to 10 on the Friday, 4 to 10 on the Saturday.
Yes.
At Wacky Wings. What kind of acts are you looking for?
We're looking for everything. We're looking for singers, dancers, impersonators, ventriloquists,
jugglers,
artists,
dancers,
spoken word people,
choruses,
impersonators, vocal impersonators.
Oh yes, anything. If you
Yeah.
have a talent, they want to see it.
We do.
Absolutely.
Last year you had quite a turnout.
We did.
I was fortunate enough to be invited to be a judge for the finals.
And I got fortunate enough to be invited again.
I love it, because you know what? I love watching talent that I haven't seen before. And last year I saw a lot of new talent.
Yes.
And several of them have made themselves very, very popular in Sault Ste. Marie over the past year.
We feel we've been a springboard.
Yes. One of them was the little young lady who ended up being cast as the young Princess Fiona.
Michaela.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Michaela was a finalist last year.
Yes.
And I didn't even realize when she auditioned for Shrek that was the same young lady that I had seen in the talent show.
Wasn't she amazing?
She was. She came out and did like rock and roll and stuff in the talent show. She was leather jacket and had her hair all done up. Amazing voice. I think she was 9 or something. Ridiculous.
Yeah, we're hoping that she comes back.
Yes, we hope so.
Daniela Brewer was the young lady who
she was our winner. Mm-hmm.
Daniela we had her on the show. She amazing singer, songwriter as well.
Yes.
And Daniela went on to star in We Will Rock You at St. Mary's College.
Right.
And she's performed all over town since then.
She has.
And she's going to come back, and she's going to perform the night of our finals. Now, there is a little bit of a story with her, isn't there?
Well, her final exam is the same day.
Yes, in Toronto.
So they're going to be rushing her back home to Sault Ste. Marie if she possibly could.
wonderful?
Oh my gosh, to make an appearance.
Mario spoke to her mother, and she wants to come back and do that final song for everybody because she was our winner. And she was so grateful.
The reigning champion of the Soos Got Talent 2018, Darren Emond.
Yes.
Local magician and graphic artist.
Yes.
He has a mural.
It is so gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I've seen him on street performing and stuff. He's been out and about.
He just did a show a couple of nights ago at the Roberta Barnard.
See?
Yeah.
So if you've got talent, they want to see you now. The auditions, as we say, 23rd, 24th of August, 6th, 7th of September. Then what happens? Then we move.
Then we go to the first show at the Verde Ballroom Grand Gardens location there.
Okay.
And it's Friday, September 13th.
That's what it all... Ooh, Friday
That's
the 13th.
the first elimination.
Okay, first elimination is Friday the 13th at the Verde. 8 o'clock showtime?
Yes.
Okay.
Doors open at 7.
Then the following week is October the 20th.
Yes. September. September 20th.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's September the 23rd. And Friday the 13th of September.
Yes.
Then Friday the 20th of September is the second elimination.
Yes.
Right.
And then the 27th.
27th of September, the third elimination.
Yes.
Then we'll go for a 2-week break.
A little break while the acts get their stuff together because it's the big finale.
Yes.
October 11th.
On October the 11th, and that's when I'll join you guys.
Yes.
You have other judges coming back too.
Yes, we have Darren Robinson coming back and Leslie Walsh coming back.
Leslie Walsh. And Darren Robinson is a local guitarist, musician.
Yes.
Yeah. Leslie Walsh, of course, is a singer and vocal teacher.
Yes.
She's moving to Long and McQuaid now. She's at Long and McQuaid.
Yes, I heard that the other day that both of the stores, that sell instruments and everything, music stores, have been bought by the same person.
Thomas Walsh has retired. Yeah. And who's the other one? Is it Northland?
Yes, Northland.
Yes, Northland.
They've decided to time to go. Mark Mitzi said, I'm going to take a break, I guess. Good for them. Okay, so we're at the Grand Gardens Verde location.
Yes.
Oh, yes. There's one other thing.
Yes.
Our set this year is going to be done by Christine Mozarowski and Stephanie Maione.
Okay, Stephanie Maione does a lot of work on film and television, and Christine Mozarowski has done a lot of stage design.
Yes.
So you've got designers coming in too.
Yes, we have. Yes.
Wacky Wings, will people be able to order food and stuff down in that room when they're watching?
When they're auditioning, the guests that come with them will be able to order drinks and food down there as well.
Oh, lovely. You're going to have full service down there the whole time you're down there. That'll make the time go by faster.
Yes.
What's the grand prize this year? Do we know what the prizes are?
We don't know exactly what the grand...
Is it all dependent on...
We have many of our sponsors are back this year, like Maitland Ford. Circle K, Scott Coffee Inc.
Hey, Sarah was just on the show this morning, you guys.
Oh,
she's a sponsor of it.
She is.
Yeah.
And Freshie Freshie is coming back as a sponsor.
You guys are doing great.
We are.
And you have a Facebook page.
We do.
We do, and we want to thank Ken Goodship.
Ken and Lee from Grand Gardens.
Yes, for letting us have the Verde Ballroom for our.
They support local everything.
He's
and I'd like to thank Wacky Wings as well.
Absolutely, local as well, local business.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Facebook page before we go.
At TSGT 2019.
Oh, that's the Facebook page?
Well, that's what you would type in the short form to find it.
Okay, or you could just Google the Soos Got Talent, I'm sure.
Yes.
There for more information. We gotta go, guys.
Okay.
Barbara.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Mario, always a pleasure. We'll be back with Luann right after this.
Got something going. I think it's terrific. No hot pets. That's what it's called. You know what it's for? It's for dummies that leave their pets in the car. If you see this and you're walking by and you see a pet in a hot car roasting away, the windows up, you call the police or call the SPCA and they'll have somebody there quick. Don't let our pets die in the car. Get involved.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide. The average Canadian will spend their last 10 years in sickness. Change your future at makehealthlast.ca.
This was a whirlwind of a show.
Wasn't it?
And
Way to start the week.
I hope we have a great Monday.
I hope we have.
I hope they have a great Monday.
Oh, I thought you said I hope we have a great Monday.
We
And I'm
already
thinking,
did.
We already did. Yes, it's been a lovely day. Thanks so much for watching. Please come back because you know what? Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, we're back here again.
And KC Security is still our sponsor.
It is.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.